Hey Virgos, it's Sunny Avi, and I'm here to do the December 2018 reading for you guys. So hopefully these messages find you well and they make sense to you whenever it's time for it to make sense to you. Keep in mind that these are general readings and I may not make sense to you, talk about the situation. Please watch your sun, moon, rising, or whatever other aspects you have in your chart, because those other aspects within your chart may make more sense to you than your sun, moon, or rising during this time. Hopefully that made sense. It's like I want to slow down because I know I talk fast, y'all. I can't help that. And yeah, but what else I want to say before I get into it? One card already popped out for you guys. Understand that my readings are jumpy and I do curse. It is what it is, so it's okay. But let me just go ahead and get into this. Virgos, I just feel like with me making it obvious, stating obvious that I talk fast. Maybe you guys you want to slow down, or you need to slow down, especially when it comes to relationships. I feel like for some of you, your head is spinning with you having googly eyes for someone, or feeling like someone is going to hurt you or do this and do that, so be mindful of your trust issues during this time, and also be truthful about what you want and what you expect from other people. I know we have high expectations, but also be realistic about what you want as well. Oh yeah, this is one thing I wanted to say, because I've stated it in the other videos. I know that I'm doing this during Mercury retrograde, with me doing the monthlies for this month, but I don't know why. I just feel like I'm just getting back to myself. If you've been watching me for a very long time, you know that I used to do the weeklies first and then I did the monthlies, and I just kind of stick with the monthlies. But yeah, I just feel like I'm getting back into Sunny. So yeah. And with that being said, maybe for some of you, maybe everybody, they're just going through this time where they're coming back into themselves. However, I don't know if someone is making it a crime for you to feel how you feel, or vice versa, but I just feel like there's an annoying issue when it just comes to feelings. So y'all are gonna have to be mindful of how you express yourself, who you express yourself to. If you are caught in a weird situation that requires for you to sound professional, please don't get out of character, because whoever you're on the phone with may try to play you or lie on you. For example, a bill collector calls and say, hey, you got to pay this bill, and you may get out of character and they may write in their files that you're never going to pay, and they may be petty and put some sort of increase rate on your file, because some people can do that. Okay, so just try not to get out of character, just in general, or just when unexpected things come your way. Let me start this sound beady. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the Virgos for December 2018. I'm just seeing how for majority of you, the focus is on love. Don't play Captain Save-A-Ho. If you aren't ready to be saved, don't make it seem like you want to be saved. And if you aren't interested in falling in love during this time, then definitely love yourself. Get back to loving yourself. Like I stated previously, I'm getting back into Sunny, so I'm coming back into my senses. And maybe you guys are doing the same thing as well. I'm a Capricorn. You guys are fellow earth signs, so it may be an earth sign thing so far. But I just feel like you guys just, when it just comes to love, don't be fooled. Please don't be fooled, because I see a lot of this happening, or you're staying in something just because. Okay. I'm also getting this energy where there's some confusion going on. You know, when it comes to you trying to find yourself to a particular degree, or like what it is that you really want to do, it's like you've stayed in a job for so long, and you know, you may like what you do, but you want to feel passionate about something. You want to like wake up in the morning and just say, oh my god, I gotta go to work. I'm happy, you know, about going to work. So, you know, many of you guys, you may be changing your careers during this time, or you know, you're thinking about changing your careers during this time. That's totally up to you. Even if we're in Mercury retrograde, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it helps, you know, it can work for you, sometimes it doesn't. I do suggest that you trust your dreams, especially around the 5th. If you have issues in regards to your career, you're going to receive an important message around the 5th of this month that's going to let you know what it is that you really want to, what it is that you really need to do about the situation. There's a rune popping in my head, and I'm not familiar with runes, but I want to know what the world this rune means. But it was in the opposite direction. Oh, actually, I can't read that. I'm also seeing how some of you, there may be something happening on a Thursday as well. So be mindful of Thursday. Maybe Thursday is your lucky day, or Thursday can just open up your eyes to something. Please show me what the hell this is, y'all. All right, so many of you, you need to be mindful of joy. Okay. And maybe for some of you, like, you need to wave the flag when it comes to you faking your joy. I'm also seeing how for some of you, unfortunately, there may be a turn. Okay? Because the angels, once again, they showed me the rune of joy, but it was like the opposite angle. So maybe for some of you, if you've been having a very hard time, things may get better for you. And if you've been having the time of your life, honey, you may have to go through some obstacles for a little bit and just let it be what it is. But I'm just seeing how, you know, you guys, you really need to maintain your sanity during this process and understand like what joy really means to you. You know, like, how can you find joy in your situation? How can you find peace in your situation as well? Maybe for some of you, you are feeling the Christmassy spirit. Okay. I see many of you really trying your best to get out of a toxic situation, whether it's with someone else or just a mental toxic situation. And you're trying to get back to the point in your life when things were good. But the angels are saying, okay, we see what you're trying to do. We see that you're thinking about the past and, you know, how you were happier in a particular moment. But that was that moment. You know, like right now is the present and beyond. You know, stop thinking and looking back when you were happy and when you were smiling, because you can't go back to that. Yes, we can go back to those emotions, but we can't go back to that moment. And I feel like that's where you guys are failing at, because you're too busy looking at the moment instead of realizing that you can have that emotion of happiness and joy again, but moving forward. And I just feel like, you know, you guys need to be mindful of the direction that you're going into. I do see how there's going to be someone within your life who you're like you aren't on the same terms as them. And this person, they may be in Aries or the opposite of Aries. I think the opposite of Aries is, child, I really low-key don't want to embarrass myself because I don't know. I don't know. I want to say it ain't even that. So wait, I don't even know. I was thinking Libra or Aquarius. So if you have Libra within your chart and you're dealing with an Aries, for some reason this aspect within your chart, it's like not getting along with this person. So the Libra within your chart is squaring this particular Aries, or the person that has Aries within their chart. Hopefully this makes sense. Okay, so just understand that Aries people may not be your best friend during this time. Okay, or you're noticing an Aries getting out of a weird obligation, like they're changing to a particular degree, or you're noticing some secrets about this Aries is coming to the forefront. I do see where you guys your judgment upon people is changing, and you know, whether you want a different point of view, like I keep picking up on the word like a godlier point of view on other people, or maybe your divine God and angels are, you know, really working through you, and you know, you're changing. You know, you're noticing that you're more kind, or you're more intuitive. You're noticing that you feel as if you are ascending some way, somehow, and you're being uplifted. Maybe this is a good time for you guys to do astral projection or meditation during this time, or you need to like cleanse yourself. You need to do spiritual cleansings. You need to, maybe some of you guys are getting baptized during this time, but it's time for you to live again. That's what's being shown, to live again. Maybe for some of you, you are getting pregnant during this time, or there's going to be a new child coming into the picture that's going to make you feel alive again. I'm seeing how you guys are being more realistic when it comes to your financial burdens. Money seems a little tight, but I'm seeing how it's going to get better. It's going to get better. You are going to have to be patient. I keep picking up on 8, whether within the next 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, on the 8th, 18th or 28th of this month, there's a possibility of you having a chance of creating more money on those days or during that time. I'm also seeing how some of y'all are suffering because of someone. Like, you're taking care of someone. For some of you, you're taking care of someone who can take care of themselves, or you're just in a situation where, like, karmically you're not supposed to be with this person. Like, this person is bringing you down, or you're taking on this person's karma, which is causing for you to have a harder life. Or you're noticing how this particular person is possibly bringing out your dark side, or, you know, I mean, and that's, sometimes that's okay, you know, to really have someone to help you, you know, unleash your demons. But I feel, you know, for some of you, it's just hard to look at, you know, you just don't really want to look at it. Or, you know, you're dealing with someone who you're trying to make them realize they're demons and they don't really want to see them. But I just feel that, you know, you guys are around somebody who you shouldn't be around, because it's affecting your stability, it's affecting your groundation. And I feel like you really need to be without this person, to be honest. Or you need to, you know, like, take into consideration of your own issues that you have to deal with, to be honest. I see where you guys want to be the provider, and that's going to happen. very, very strong during this time, but it's just like you have to get your footing right. You got to get your footing right. That's really what I'm seeing. You have to get your footing right. Always make sure that you're creating a strong foundation before you can build, and that's with anything. Okay. And you may notice that relationships, a particular relationship, whether it was love, friend, family, you may notice that a particular relationship did not start on a strong foundation, and you've been building and building and building on something that's rocky. You guys don't have the Tower card, but I'm just seeing how things are just like wobbly, and maybe within the month of January, February, March, this relationship will come to an end, and you will gain final closure of this particular relationship. Okay. But I'm just seeing how at the end of the day, like, it all falls back on you, and you can take that how you want to. So just be mindful of whatever has your name on it. Be mindful of whatever you're in, because once again, it all falls back on you. So yeah, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye.